Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? So today's video is going to be about the Epstein case that's been going on. So right now you have a situation where Trump and them are burying the truth, for, for lack of a better word, man. That's basically what it's been going down. The so-called truthers are in a bind right now. The 9/11 truther movement that morphed into the libertarian movement, that morphed into the Tea Party, that morphed into the MAGA group, are in a bind now because their Duce, their Mussolini, uh, has forsaken them. And this has happened before in history. It's called the Night of the Long Knives, when Hitler turned on the people who got him in power and executed them. Well, it may not be quite like that, but in this realm, it's a form of execution. He's distancing himself from his base in order to align with the establishment. Hitler did the same thing. So it's I already prophesied this a long time ago. But go look it up. Night of the Long Knives. Go ahead and look that up for those that don't know. So so back to what I'm talking about, the Epstein thing. What's going on? Why is the Epstein thing coming back around? Partly because of Elon, but partly because of the universe. We've been talking about the Epstein case since forever. Remember, the Epstein case is the reason why we got the pandemic in the first place, along with other things. The black people not going for Kamala in 2019 and her having to drop out. That was supposed to be their Obama in a skirt, their Manchurian candidate on steroids, this time with more cover, because now you have black and the immigrant and the you go girl cover to, if you attack her, you're misogynist, oh, you hate black people, you're sexist, me too, time's up. First them, that was gonna be the apparatus. You know what I'm saying? It was strategic. And you're against the melting pot. You want to be like MAGA. They had all that lined up already. So you have to fight and go through 88 brigades before you get to the true enemy. You're gonna be tired and shit, wheezing. You know what I'm saying? It's strategic. It's very strategic. Yeah, I need people to turn their brain on for real, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? You work, you know what I'm saying? You probably haven't been debriefed on a lot of this stuff. Um, Let me give you some names to start you off at. Dr. Webster Tarpley, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Umar Johnson, to get you, he has a lot of good political points. Serge Nasheed, um, Dr. Alvin Sertima, Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, um, Dr. Ben, if that's your stilo, Dr. Naeem Akbar, if that's your stilo. And that's just a starting block. You know what I'm saying? And then books to read to get you acclimated to what I'm talking about politically. Obama the deception, Obama the making of a Manchurian candidate. Just a little, just a couple books to get you right. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you wanna. So that's the starting base. So what the hell? Hold on. That fucking the hell? Damn roach. Hold on, y'all boys. It's live. Hey, are we live? No raging. Are we live? Raging off a Breakfast Club moment. Yeah, this is live. This is one take, one cut. So we ain't editing this bad boy at all. We finna let this go live. We don't need to edit. We gonna just go straight through. So back to the full apparatus. So Epstein. The reason why we had the pandemic in the first place, along with other things, along with the Kobe assassination, along with the Kamala shit, China, Trump's being politically taken down and stuff like that, was because of the Epstein situation. That's why we had COVID in the first place, because the ruling class freaked the fuck out, so they had to shut down the entire world. They freaked out. They thought, revolution was coming, and they were about to be called to the carpet. Their Kamala didn't work. Then the Epstein thing broke, and they're all on the list. Bill Gates is on the list. That includes Melinda. For those that y'all are buying into the fucking story, hey, the reason why Melinda got away was because of Jeffrey Epstein. No. The reason why they came up with the strategy to make Melinda sell out Bill Gates so they can keep the Gates Foundation going under the cover of the "You Go Girl" shit, which has been being implemented for the last 10 years. I need everybody to I need y'all to turn I need all the feminists and all the women's rightists to turn your fucking brain on. Y'all are the husbands ain't shit. They're a joint team. This is Batman and Batgirl versus Joker and Harley Quinn. Oh my god, girls can be evil too. Yes, and guys can be good. Yes. Damn, I swear it's like we live in this. It's because the real guys just taught y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the manifesto is from the Harley Quinn side of the game. The women's "You Go Girl" shit, the man not, and the men ain't shit, and the black man sucks, and all the other shit. Who do you think taught you that? You're a white female slave master. Why did they teach you that? So that you would give water to Harley Quinn, so that you can be an ally fighting with the Joker. Remember, she's with her man. Her man is the Joker, the evil motherfucker trying to blow up Gotham, and we're Batman. And you over here joining inside trying to get in "You Go Girl" lockstep with Harley Quinn, who's not gonna leave the Joker. She's right there with Joker. That's why when Trump vote both times, white women voted for Trump twice. That was to let the "You Go Girl" black feminist co-opers know what it was. Twice. That was the universe teaching, along with the Amber Geiger case. But that's another story for another day. So why I'm saying all this, because I need people to turn their fucking brain on. I swear to God, I need y'all to turn your fucking brain on, bruh. I need y'all to think beyond your personal trauma. Have we all been victims of evil stuff? Yes. Have we all been abused and mistreated and all the other fuck shit? Yes. But this is bigger than your own personal grudge that you have, that you're now taking out on the entire world. And the Runacast knows it too, by the way. That's why they implemented this. They understand. They get to sit back and play God. Remember, they're not living like you. They don't have to work. They own the banks. They don't have to, you know what I'm saying? They run the world. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking of it as Saturday. Oh, I gotta work today. They're running everything. So their wake up day is, how can we maintain power and continue to keep these niggas in line and the rest of the population fighting amongst themselves and not looking at us? Oh, I know. We'll give another cover game so we can have a base to fall back on who will fight on our behalf. Is that not what's going on right now? You're seeing the whole women's revolution that's been going on since about 2014 is a direct result of Michael Brown and the Ferguson and all the black male bodies that were dropping on the floor. These were all co-op agendas that now outsiders who don't even know where the shit even started from are now hopping onto and buying into right now. This is and what is it doing? What does this do? Has it solved the end of white supremacy? No, it helps to expand the pot of white supremacy, because you're giving your white female slave master Harley Quinn more ammo, more henchmen to help fight against Batman with. And you're going to be joining, giving intel to Harley like she's on your squad. She's not on your squad. She's on the squad of the Joker. And her and the Joker finna tag team Batman and with you as a co-conspirator. And that's what's been happening, man. That's what's been going on. Why am I tying all this in? Why is this irrelevant right now? Because we got too much of that. We got too much, man. We got too much. And it's intergenerational. It's not like, oh, the Kevin Samuels, red pill niggas, that's really just a fake social psyop bullshit and it's died off now. No. This is an intergenerational thing that has been going on for decades, almost a century now. We're getting close, you know what I'm saying? A couple decades, it'll be a century. Over 50 years at least. It's been going on since the 40s, 50s, and 60s. You've been hearing all that. Late 40s into the 50s and 60s, you've been hearing all this feminist shit. You know how I know? Because I've grown up with great-grandmas, grandmas, moms, aunts, sisters, cousins, children that I have to bear under. I've been a teacher, and it's permeated. It's metastasized. It hasn't slowed down. If anything, it's accelerated, and it's not good. It's a destructive mechanism cloaked in the form of empowerment, but it's not empowering, it's decadent. And why is it decadent? Because what it does is, number one, it offsets the job market. What is the job market? If everybody was to traditionally, what was the traditional job market? Because this is everything, you have to pull everything back. Why are there unions? Why is wages equal? Why is everything the way it is? Remember, the original job market was slave owner and slave. And the slave wasn't just picking cotton. The slave did all the jobs. Building. You go to them plantations, you go to the plantations right now, and them tour guides will tell you these were built, this was architecture was created, designed, and built by the slaves. Because they weren't just picking cotton. These were multi-geniuses that happened to be in a situation. Just like us right now. The 99%, we're technically enslaved by the 1%. They run the world. Oh, did it just blow your mind? And even within that stratagem of the 99%, there's the black people who are even under even a more yoked system. Because those who are enslaved are enslaving us as well. Did I go a little too deep? So, but this is what I'm saying, man. And we've been dealing with this stratagem. So, why do I bring this? Why is this relevant? So, after the black people, specifically the black males who fought, since we want to make it so genderfied, and make it seem like the black male didn't do shit. He just been a fucking bum, lazy piece of shit his whole life. What happened? We overthrew the established order of everything. We didn't, we overthrew slavery. Black people did. Black males specifically. But we overthrew it. And we didn't just do it for ourselves. That's another thing, too. Because, just to bring it back to the feminist movement is just about yourself. That's why it's bullshit. That's why it's a co-op. When black empowerment is done, being led by the males traditionally and currently, what happens? It overturns the entire system for everybody under it. That's the men, the elders, the women, and the kids, and the babies. But that's another reason why it's a co-op. So back to the why. What is this all about? So back to this. Once we overthrew slavery, the system had to find a way to maintain itself. So they created all these different stratagems: feminism, white immigrants, immigration, introducing different groups into the workforce to offset the black slaves who had all the skills and who wanted justice, righteousness for said skills and said work. The whole labor movement has been an attack on the traditional labor force. What's the traditional labor force? Who's the ones who John Henry, you know what I'm saying? They tell tales about that shit. This is how I know what I'm talking about. John Henry, who's stronger than the machine, you know what I'm saying? Who could outdo the machine. Us, we were the machine, quote unquote. Still are. We're the first hired, last hired, first fired. I know we worked the hardest because if we didn't, we would be fired first. They're already trying to get us when you're on the job. I know because I'm out on the job. Motherfuckers be scheming. Trying to get your ass out of position. Trying to say a little slick shit to your ass. The problem is, since we have Batgirl trying to join with Harley Quinn, we got them working as co-conspirators against Batman. Black men, we're Batman. And the dumbass niggas who want to go along with this shit too. Y'all ask me who else? Y'all ask the Riddler. Or Two-Face. That's a Two-Face. Y'all ask Two-Face and the Riddler since we going there. And then for the cocky jits who want to be mercenaries, y'all asses is Bane. So there we go. Here we go. So for the dudes who want to get co-opted, non-FBAs, the money niggas, you know what I'm saying, the Riddler weirdo niggas, the Bane niggas, Boule, all y'all want to be villains on that side. You guys are still working with the enemy against those who are of righteousness, Batman, those who are of justice, those who are the good guys, quote unquote. And that's what's been going on. And that's why, number one, remember, traditionally, women were not in part of the labor force at all. At all. But yet, the household was still taken care of because the standard of living was such where one person, male, could pay for the household and be said head of household. They offset that on purpose because that male was fighting for equal wages, high wages, was fighting for justice. The whole social safety net was fighting to offset horrible working conditions and was fighting for justice, ending oppressive systems. So what they do, they introduced others who would go for less, who would go for bullshit, who would go and who would help to offset the traditional labor force. Black men. And now we're in a situation right now where, number one, people don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. And people who don't care what I'm talking about because they're getting what they got par their participation with the Joker. So they're getting rewarded for evil. So I'm getting rewarded. Fuck you. I got mine. You gotta get yours. So is that not what we're seeing right now? So this is the game, as Dick Gregory used to say. This is the game. Dick Gregory was a beast at that. So this is part one. Part two of Jeffrey Epstein is coming soon. Check it out.